It's Thursday, y'all. So, P. Diddy, more news. The ladies of Married to Medicine. Are they being a little mean to medicine? And Christian Keys. Either give us the piano at the full play or turn it off. There's so much more tonight to cover. Tune in. It's time for a show.
Looks like there's gonna be a brawl. Play something good. Hell yeah!
It's Thursday. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Come on. We are in this thing. Look, y'all. It's the last Thursday. Oh, no. Let me take that back. We got 2 more Thursdays. Am I right? Because I think it's the 5th Sunday this month. Let me see here. Oh, I just opened up Instagram. They said something. Hold on. According to news, people that are obsessed with these celebrities are less intelligent. Of course, they got Beyonce on there, so they think I'm not intelligent enough. Not gonna go with that one. Instagram is something else. Okay, so yes. Oh, yes. Next week is our last Thursday. Sounds good. Lips feel a little chapped. Y'all not gonna talk about me, so let me make sure I, get them together. Cause y'all will be in the comments saying, "Look at them little ass lips." Yeah, well, let me get them before you get them. All right. Grab your drinks, grab your glasses. I don't know what you're drinking on. I got a little water, and then I got a little red shot glass. I ain't gonna tell you what's in my shot glass because it's my fuel. It's gonna keep me going tonight. Because I got some things to talk about. We've got to air out some dirty laundry, as Kelly Rowland said. But we're gonna start with let me just go ahead. I see y'all in the comments. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I see some people over here. Hey, how are you? Hey, boo, how are you? Good evening, crew. Oh, thank you, Granny. It's just nobody but me. It's just K tonight. It's no more crew for tonight. Let me watch what I say, Hey. All right. I don't know that name, but I love it. We in here, P. Yes, we are. Okay. We are in here. There it is, Granny. All right. There you go. It's my girl, y'all. Okay. So I think we just need to go ahead and kind of start off with this one. This is a little light, but it's a little heavy at the same time. The color purple, we all know, is set to hit the scenes Christmas Day. I mean, it's already been hitting the scenes. My thing about it, they got this press tour going, and then you got special showings going on. What happened to just Christmas Day? I mean, I get certain premiere and previews, but it's people in my local communities that's been able to go out and rent a movie theater and show the color purple. But I'm gonna wear my purple with my family on Christmas Day, and we're gonna go see it. But in other news with that, the lovely Taraji P. Henson, okay, who I love. I love me some Cookie Lions. Okay, I think that's where I really, really honestly fell in love with Taraji. But there was plenty of movies before that that Taraji, I feel like, has been needed to get her just due. I think that as an actress and as a Black actress, we are seeing her now at a point where she is saying that I'm fed up with Hollywood. And I think always for years, I think we've had, just because of the society that we can be in, they use us for our talents. They use us for our stories. They use us for our narratives. They use us for what goes on in our real life reality. And they take them and they make all these movies off of them and they get all this money. But when it always trickles down the system, it seems to be, from what Taraji is saying, is that our Black actresses and actors, probably too, are not getting what they deserve. And in a recent interview, Taraji P breaks down, y'all. Almost had me choked up and breaking down with her. But she just says, I'm tired. But then she looks to the left of her and sees her castmates that are up and coming. And you got Fantasia Barrino, where this is her first film. And Danielle Brooks, I think, if I'm saying her name right, let me make sure. Yeah, Danielle Brooks, okay? And she is, coming up in this. And she's, of course, we know her from The New Orange is Black and all these other great things. But Taraji then looks and says, but if I'm giving up now, what am I saying to them? And so, I don't know. Word on the street, she just feels like she has not got her just due. Did Color Purple properly not pay her, allegedly? Do she feel that, well, since this was an all-Black ensemble, Oprah Winfrey owned network, and the check just wasn't cashing through? I mean, I don't know. Of course, we know there were people before her, but then, even what got, well, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that one because I don't want to go there. Maybe in a few minutes I'll go there after I keep on sipping on that red cup. But I was going to say something about Steven Spielberg, but I'm not going to go there. We're going to stay on topic. We're going to talk about Taraji. But it's really not too much to say about Taraji. I think when we start to move as a culture and we really say we have to start protecting Black women, I think these are the moments and these are the cry outs that the Black women is saying. You even have the great Tyler Perry, and we'll get into him a little bit later too, Keys, allegedly. And I feel like he is even building a staple in our culture to put on so many of our people. But then again, if I'm honest with that, we still see the same people being used. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Tyler Perry has given us many new faces with The Oval and Sisters and Have and Have Nots and all these modern day soap operas that I want a Tyler Perry check for. I do. I want to be on TV. That's all I want to do. Okay. Y'all caught that. All right. So with all that, I think I had even heard at one point in time, I maybe, I didn't do too much on this, but working with Tyler Perry probably was one of her, because I heard Tyler Perry pays well. I heard he pays well. And so maybe that was one of her highest peaks when she was working with him, from I Can Do Bad All By Myself to The Acrimony and all those great movies that she did. I feel like maybe she felt appreciated in those moments. It just seemed really odd to me that in the midst of this press tour, after we have been hearing everybody give all these interviews, and they've been scripted interviews about what is to come from The Color Purple, there's one interview where you totally go off script and you say to us, I'm tired. And if anybody watched it, you could really see in her delivery, her presence and everything, she's tired. I think, I mean, to be honest with you, has she won the awards that she deserves? Absolutely not. Hidden Figures should have gotten her an Oscar, but it didn't. It, the Empire should have won her Emmy, but it didn't. I mean, I've seen Taraji lay her life out on television for us, and it still has just gotten her, oh, that's Taraji P. Henson. And she said something that was so pivotal to me, that you got to work out here. So when we wonder why we see a lot of Cheryl Lee Ralph in a lot of movies and everything, it's because she's working, because she knows she ain't getting her just due. She's taking every gig that she can get. That if I'm putting two and two together, if that's what Taraji is saying, and I see always Cheryl Lee Ralph just working and in every movie, okay, and TV show. Hey, I love me some, okay, Auntie Ralph. Don't get me wrong. Okay, she is a dream girl, okay? But she's really is doing what Taraji said you have to do. You got to have other forms of streams of income, and you got to take every opportunity they give to you, even if you don't want the role. Why? Because you want the money. And then she, even said, like, we're not even appreciated overseas. Well, see, that's where you kind of lose me in that water, because you got to stay over here in America. I mean, if you're talking about Africa, maybe we could talk about that, but ain't nobody else gonna really appreciate us overseas. I mean, even if it's the lands that, we built, from our backs and our ancestors, and they did all what they did. There never will be a time where they will give the Black culture, the community, the respect that we deserve. I mean, but you got Kanye West out here talking about we ain't black ain't a thing. That's another day for another dollar too. Kanye West will get you going. So Taraji, we just want you to know, I want you to know that I thank you for being the actress of my time and my generation. You are truly a trailblazer. You are an icon to me. And I pray that you speaking out will turn things around. I think people have to understand and know your value. And really quickly before I get off of this, that the director, that took this new color purple and gave it a new twist, he said, I really fought for who I wanted. It makes you think, why did it have to even be a fight? Who was the fight for? Who did Oprah have in mind? Or did Oprah even think about even going through all of this, because she knew that who the rights of it originally owned to, and they had to sign off to get with him and make that happen. So maybe she never thought in her mind to even do a remake of it. But he said, I had to fight for the people I wanted. It wasn't like he could have just said, oh, I want them. I want them. I want them. I want her. I want Taraji. I want Danielle. I want her. I want Haley. I want Fantasia Barrino. I mean, I want these girls. But somewhere in there, he said he had to fight for them. And he left it broad and said them. But I feel like any of those people, maybe, well, no, I really can't say anybody, because they're who they are as a celebrity and who they've shown us to be. They have truly been that and deserving of this role. So Taraji, just hang on in there. I hope that it all works out and things change and we just see another side. But I know it gets tough. It gets tough. I mean, anybody that's a content creator or a dreamer, or you got goals, or you want to manifest things, and you just want to put your hands to your mind and take all your thoughts out and just make it become a reality, it can get discouraging, even when you see the ball rolling. And that's why I hear a lot of people say, celebrate the small events, because we look so forward to just big things happening. And then the little things that are happening that's supposed to give us the joy to keep us to able going on, we just forget about those things. And so, Taraji, all these small events have been for a reason, because of course God has his hands on you. There's going to definitely be something bigger. And I feel like this role that we're going to see you in again will show not just us, but a lot of people why you deserve to be in this industry. And so my heart is to you, Miss Taraji P. You know, you're a Virgo. I love me a Virgo. You know, I've said it all the time. But it's coming for you. And if it already you do well, you don't believe that it already has come to pass, but it will come to pass, and you will see everything that you've sown 10 times fold to you. I truly do believe that, because you can't pour out in this lifetime in this earth and God don't take care of you. I mean, he's already taken care of you. And I'm not saying that what he hasn't done is that, but you know, yeah, that's it. That's all. Taraji, we love you. We're going to move on. All right. I'm going to take a few comments. I see y'all have been, yeah, I did. I felt that cry too. Let's do it. Sam, I already been saying this, okay? Well, now that's another person to talk about. Miss Angela Bassett. Wow. Anybody that can give me the role of somebody's life and make me believe that that was her life and what's love got to do with it, and didn't even win anything for that. Yeah, don't get me started, because they can't take us. Then you have the people. Let me stop, because I want to be an inspiring actor. So I don't want the wrong academy to hear any of these old videos. And yeah, no. So we'll talk about that later on in life. But Miss Angela, Auntie Angela, listen, I appreciate the transparency too, because it lets us know that no matter what level of platform you're in life, you're going to go through it, but you got to stick to it. You know, and Taraji just lets us know, like, everybody's dying for this success of fame, but look, okay, it's some stuff to it. Okay, it's some crying nights. It's some dark moments. She said this industry will try to steal your soul, P. Diddy, allegedly. But you know, we can't. I carry. Okay. Listen, okay? All right. So here we go. We're gonna move on. We love you, TP. Okay. We know that it's gonna be all right. And it's all gonna turn around. Okay, y'all. Christian Keys. Last name Keys, first name Christian. This is gonna be brief. Okay, like wrap it up, roll it out, done. Wrap it up. No, roll it out. Christian Keys. We know him. Did y'all know that he made music too? Don't download it. Let me not do that, because I wouldn't want nobody to say don't download my music. I mean, even though there's gonna be somebody that will say it one day, but you know, this is the don't download it. So he does music. What I really, me personally, and call me late to the game, but I didn't see him in nothing but All the Queen's Men. I didn't know he did anything other than All the Queen's Men. Anybody else? Okay, I thought I was just alone. So seeing him in All the Queen's Men, I was like, oh, okay, light bright. I don't want to say that. No. See, I think I'm gonna have to start a members only next year. And certain things that I want to say that I don't want the whole public to know, y'all gonna have to pay a little additional fee for. Listen, because 2024 coming soon, okay? That was a little plug. Because I wanted to really say something in this moment, but I'm going to not. Okay, I'm gonna not, and I'm gonna say why. We got to be careful. You know, I'm not a Wendy Williams, okay? Because look at Wendy now. So see, that's a problem when you put your mouth on certain things that don't take away from the work that Wendy has done and created the platform she is. I love me some Wendy Williams, but there's a consequence when you open your mouth and put it on everything. So I'm not going to be that one. I may talk about it, but I'm going to watch how I put my mouth on it. Okay? So Y'all gonna probably try to chop and screw that up one day too, and just make that seem like a whole nother something than what it was. I'm not even gonna play with y'all about that. But Christian Keys took to the internet, some few days ago, and had us all just thinking like, oh my, who touched this man? Now, hold on. Let me be honest. I don't want to discredit anybody that has been touched. Okay. Let me be clear about that. That's not even what we're here to discuss, because I don't play in those type of, because you can't tell nobody how to feel or what they feel. I don't play those type of games. But then when we get into, well, I want to speak up, but you want to say so much without saying a name. In today's time, okay, you probably could have sold that to a book and they would have put it in a magazine, and you would have had about 2 to 4 weeks before the magazine was published. Then it hit the shelves. Then people had to buy it. Then they was able to read it. Then it became gossip. No, not no more. All you got to do is go live. Hey, y'all. So I want to say something. Something happened to me that was very, very tragic. And if I tell y'all who did this, your hearts are going to break. I mean, just be destroyed. So I wouldn't do that. I'm just going to keep on giving you information and making you play the guessing game. Welcome to the game of Clue. Here's the first one. I mean, I just feel like that's what you're doing with us. If we're going to take this serious, if you want a culture to stand behind you and support you, if you want your black men to rally around you and say, let's support Christian Keys, say who did it, say what happened, put it to rest, and move on with life. Don't still collect the check if you're alleging it that it's Tyler Perry and use him up for what you want to use him up for, and then say, oh, now it's time to bury you. Why? Why? Or were you really uncomfortable? Or did you really like it? I mean, I don't know. It just, when you go through all of these things of throwing all of these allegations out and not saying this, and now you got the media taking it and building whatever story they want on it, and you're not controlling the narrative, but you're going to like a post and reshare this and repost that to clear a name. But then you done said to us that if you really said who it was, our hearts would be broken. That's what I can't get off of. Because if it ain't who you say, we saying it is. Because that would break America's hearts. Not TP. Allegedly. But if it's not TP, who is it? Then you said it's somebody in the campgrounds. Well, who rolling with them? I mean, and then, wasn't it a billionaire too? Like, this person is a billionaire. Why do we do what we do? And then I think, me personally, you too goddamn old for us to be playing these guessing games with you. You see, Cassie came out and said, look, this is what Diddy did to me. This is what it is. Do I think she took a cash grab too quick? Absolutely. But hey, that's her prerogative. But she stood on what she said. She came hitting the ground running. She didn't say, hey, y'all, something happened to me back in the day when I was singing who I'm singing. Can you guess who it was? No. What are you sitting here trying to play that? We got our own stuff that we got to figure out and go through in our life. We don't want to sit here and guess with you when you trying to tear down some of our most iconic people. And like I said from the jump, if something was to happen to you, I wholeheartedly hate that happened to you. And my heart goes out to you. But where it gets iffy at and finicky with me is that you want to play the social media guessing game. Go to the courts, fill out your paperwork, and do what you got to do, Mr. Keys. Because at this point, you're not going to have a backing. You're not going to have a supporting group because people are losing doubt and faith in you because you just keep trying to lead and elude us on to Never Neverland. That's where we're going, with Peter Pan and them to Never Neverland. We're never going to know who it is. Help us. Do we want to know? Hell yeah. I mean, you done said it at this point. You done did all of this. So even for you, if you decide to go next week and say, well, I've decided I'm going to just keep quiet. I tell you, when I find you and I see you in public, I'm going to throw whatever I have on you in my hands. If it's a milkshake, if it's a burger, if it's my apple pie, if it's a Twix, I'm going to throw it at you just because you played with us. And I ain't going to put my hands on you because I don't want no charges. But something can just fly out of my hand accidentally and just land on you. I didn't do it purposely. And they probably could take this back, but they don't know where it came from. But you deserve a milkshake, a beverage, a good loving hip hop throne, shaking of a table or something if you don't come clean about this. Because you ain't going to take TP down, okay? If that's what you think you're going to do. You ain't going to do that to me. I love that man, okay? Tyler Perry was somebody my grandmother took. That was the first ever black man I see put a production on a play, on a stage, and it changed my life. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to do this. I was Tyler Perry. I was Madea one year for Halloween. Walking around in this big old suit, walked into my granny house, and I had everybody laughing. I truly, Tyler Perry is one of my ones for me. So for you to say all of this, and now you got social media in an uproar thinking it's him, come on. Come clean. If you got any bit of God in you, you and him done already talked about it. Let the Spirit lead you and do what you got to do. Don't sit here and be playing with Lucifer and you going back and forth with him and y'all just, no. Figure it out. Call it what it is. Move on. Just like I'm about to do. Okay? All right, let's see what we got over here. Let's take a few comments. Some people say, yeah, I've heard. Yeah, it's getting bad. The Tyler Perry plays. They are iconic. No, I know that there's some other inspiring black production play people out here, and I would love for them to start hitting the scene. But Tyler Perry was the one that hit the scene for me. And I love all production plays and theater and Broadway and all. So I definitely would love to see a new horizon of some young black men coming and taking over. There was a guy, I can't think of his name, that was doing plays. Maybe y'all could help me in the comments. He was kind of doing some plays too. They were saying he was like the next Tyler Perry, but I can't think of his name. But he wasn't the next Tyler Perry. I'm just saying what I'm saying. People are saying he was also in Madea plays. Was he? He was in the Madea family reunion. That's right. Okay, y'all, help me. See, news to me. That's what I'm here for. That's why you tune into me every Thursday night, because it's some of this stuff y'all don't have y'all ears to the street for, and that's what I'm here to bring you the conversation. Okay? He has been in, he has. Plays, now shows. I hate that it's something serious as, yes. And like a PR drop. Like, why do we need snippets? This isn't the album. Thank you. Like, what are you getting ready to do? Put out a body of work? What are you giving us? You're not Beyonce. Or Riri. Okay? That's what we want to drop next year. I do want that Rihanna album next year, though. I'm here for it. Sorry, that just took me kind of. But if Rihanna, if you in there making music, I know you're in there making babies, but if you in there making music, go on and push that one out too. Give us that birth, because I know that thing has been brewing. It's over 9 months, okay? Don't keep holding on to that. You don't want it to come out with no, deforms or nothing of that nature. I'm just saying, we just want an album. Mm-hmm. We did. That's just all it is. Okay. So he's been in TD Jakes productions as well. Well, what's done in the dark, comes to the light. Tyler Perry got a play called What's Done in the Dark too. He got a connection with he got a connection. Y'all are calling him out, okay? Well, we're going to have to sit back and see when Christian will decide to talk. I mean, he may never. And when he don't, like I said, he gonna have a milkshake. Okay. It's gonna do him in. Okay. So y'all, my girls, let me tell y'all something. I have been watching Married to Medicine since season 1. Okay. I am a married to fan. Okay. Married to fan. Who's my favorite? Y'all gonna tear me up for this one right now, but I don't care what you say. I honestly really had two favorite people. Mariah and Quad were my favorites of Married to Medicine. And then Dr. Heavenly came, and I was like, ooh, I like Auntie Heavenly. And I've always had this thing for Auntie Jackie because it's just like, it's Auntie Jackie, you know? And Auntie Simone, sometimes she'd be rubbing my feathers the wrong way sometimes because I'd be like, why did you have to be the one to open up your mouth and say something? Like, like on this past episode, like you're the group's speaker or the house representative. So sometimes Auntie Simone be kind of rubbing me. Me and Toya, I love Toya, but I'm not a fan of Toya. I mean, this season, I'm actually glad that she's getting to a bag. Toya is making some money this season selling somebody else's wine. After 10 years, you couldn't come up with your own wine? I mean, I'm just saying. Let me stop. But me and Toya, yeah. Sweet tea. Sweet tea. I actually like sweet tea. I think sweet tea is sweet, but like tea, it's brewing. And I think she's really going to have something coming for us season 2 for her. I mean, I know it'll be season 11, but she's definitely coming back. She has secured her Married to the Medicine spot. If they put the right producer with her, they can get a good storyline out of her for season 2. And I really, really hope that they put the right person with her. Hello, if y'all need somebody, you know, look, Married to Medicine. Bravo. Andy, holla at me. I'm ready to come and be a producer for some of these people in their individual lives because some of y'all are not doing and getting out of their lives what you need to get. Okay, that's why Atlanta Housewives is down in the gutter right now. And Marlo and a few of them are trying to bring it up out of the gutter. And the only way you're going to be able to bring that up out of the gutter, I'm sorry, we were talking about Married to Medicine. So, you know, you got Sweet Tea, and I think she's going to be good. She's going to be good with them. Then they bought, as we were talking about Housewives of Atlanta, they bought Phaedra Parks to the Married to Medicine girls. And I ain't gonna lie. I was excited to see Phaedra back on TV. I loved Phaedra over on the Housewives. I think Phaedra is good TV. Is Phaedra a liar? Hell yes. I mean, Phaedra was 9 months pregnant, then she was 6 months pregnant, then she was 7, then she was 2. I mean, we really didn't know. But she was able to do what she is hilarious. Phaedra is perfect for Married to Medicine. I'm gonna tell you why I was a little upset with you in a minute, Phaedra, because you kind of played like that whole funeral thing didn't have your handprints on it, and I know it did. I think I heard somebody say something like you didn't have nothing to do with that whole funeral thing. I think, and if I believe anything, Phaedra, when Quad even maybe alluded to something that she wanted to do instead resurrection, of course, Willie Atkins funeral home, you was like, oh, let's do it. We gonna get him with this one. I know that's what you said because we won't talk about that other show on while we're talking about this show, but you know how to come up with a good storyline, Phaedra. And I mean, it is what it is. That's why you're good for TV. And so they bought Phaedra, and we have Miss Quad. She got it. I'm not happy to see how you guys are doing Quad this season. After listening to Uncle Carlos and Auntie Heavenly on the podcasts and on on YouTube and listening to their shows, I hear you, Auntie Heavenly. I do. I do believe that there is some like y'all all wouldn't feel this certain way if Quad was not being the friend that y'all wanted her to be. Now, Uncle Carlos, I hope that we get to be like this, okay? I want to work for the production team. I want to be like this one day with you, Uncle Carlos, and all that you do for the entertainment world and reality TV. But as your nephew, I got to keep it real with you too, okay? And we could talk about this one day because I'm manifesting that we're going to actually meet one day and God is really just going to make all that happen. You let our girl Quad skate through that interview, Carlos. I got to be honest with you, okay? I mean, you just didn't hold her to some of it. Like, I know we love Quad. I know we do. I mean, she's how can you not love Quad? But because of how some of this is playing out, and what's being said and how it's being said, we really needed some answers. We really needed her to just not go around certain things and say what it is. And if and Auntie Quad, and I know you probably don't want me to call you Auntie Quad, but y'all know y'all are like, it's a thing for me. I think it just works. Y'all little nephew over here. I just feel like if they're all saying you weren't there, then Auntie, you weren't there. They want you to really be there. I know that it's two different things of saying I work for Bravo, I got to show up for a check. And then it's a difference with saying I'm there because these are my sisters. And I know y'all been through some things, but I'm really not liking to see how this is playing out. I did not think that at 11:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, after y'all done already set her at a table, made her get dressed up, put all of this good stuff on, and told her y'all dumped all of this on her, then y'all decided to call her back to the room and then tell her to leave Napa, California at 1 in the morning because none of y'all got a connection with her. That was harsh. I think having to watch Quad go back to that room, eat her breakfast, and say, wow, these women don't really like me. And then Bravo, y'all went back and played all of these when Simone, Daddy went missing, how Quad was there for that. Jackie, when he was out here for the streets and you didn't want your marriage on, and she was right there just by your side. Quad has been there. Do we all go through seasons in our life where we evolve, some layers kind of fall off? We're in a new walk, we move a little different. Yes. If you're not evolving and you're not changing in this life and everybody could just say you the same person all the time, that might be a little red flag. Because life should cause you to evolve. It should cause you to shed off some skin and some layers and just blossom and continue to just grow. It should. Even because what does it say? Trials and tribulations, they just come to make you what? Strong. So there's growth in that. You don't get strength out of just sitting around and being lazy. So do we all hit rough points in our life? Absolutely. But what I think as a group of women, what y'all should have done is asked her, why haven't you been around? What is it that we've done to you? And we don't want to take that time sometimes. Sometimes some people are so far off. Not saying you got to put yourself in the equation to make it seem like it's something that you have done, but just ask them what is it? Have I done anything? And if they give you the space to tell you, no, it's nothing you've done, then you can move on with peace. If they say it's something, then you may have to say, okay, well, here's my part to that. But then get to some type of solution. It didn't just look good, y'all being a bunch of mean girls and just kicking her off the island. But you know that Quad is so loved when she signed up for 4 seasons and she got 8. I mean, signed up for 4 episodes this season and got 8. I mean, even if it was her in a bathtub rubbing her leg, we still got to see Quad. I think that just goes to show us that the show and production, they do. They love her like a Phaedra. And I think they thought bringing the both of them together, they had gold. But Phaedra was like, girl, I got my own agenda. You know, Phaedra is a lawyer, so she got her own little agenda to things. And she came in and kind of played her way with, and I love you, Phaedra. I do, okay? I've been a fan since you said the whole, we're not going to go there about Kenya. Pizza box. Little $5 little Caesar pizza. So we're not going to go there, okay? Because you can read a girl to filth, okay? But I just didn't like the way you did your girl Quad. I thought we was gonna have the new, because you seem to always be somebody's frick to their frack. I mean, you had Portia, y'all, that was the little frickin' frat. And then, you know, we thought we had it with Quad. Like, this is gonna be the frickin' frack 2.0, you know, Married to Medicine version. And it would have been gold, but I think you had your own agenda, which I can respect. Your bag is your bag, your check is your check. You ain't been on TV for 5 years. You trying to seal you another 5 years. You got kids to take care of. I'm pretty sure Apollo ain't doing nothing. Let me not say that, you know, but y'all see him? I don't see him. So, I mean, what is he doing? But it just didn't look good how y'all doing her. And so I'm interested to see what this season rolls out to be. And we gonna take it from there. We're going to take it from there. I got one more topic, y'all, and I'm done for tonight. You know, we going to hit it and quit it. We on our way out. Like I told y'all, 2024 is coming soon. But this 2024, this flyer that y'all see, something is really coming soon. Sam, we got it. In a minute, y'all going to be like, y'all got to talk. I'm sorry. You have to talk to my manager. That's how I'm about to hit, okay? I'm about to get real exclusive. No, but I'm never gonna get big-headed. That's never my goal in this. You know, I just thank God for the gift that He's given me, and I don't want to just sit on it no more. So I'm ready to put it to use. Okay, in all of it, because he's downloaded so many things into me. Me and my husband, we was just talking the other day, and we have too much stuff to just be sitting on, and I want to leave this earth empty. Okay, I don't want to be sitting on all the stuff that I sat on. It don't matter. And this is what I'm encouraging somebody else too. It's a hard world out here. But the person to the left of me and the person to the right of me, if they still do what I'm doing, whether they're in my family or not, and I decide I want to do it, I got my own audience. They not helping put food on my table. I got to pay my own bills over here with my man. Okay, so if we want to cook, sell plates, sell clothes, do a drive dinner, do a selling flowers, selling arrangements, decorating your party, becoming your personal chefs. I mean, because we do it all. We're not gonna sit on it no more, because we're doing him a due justice, and we're doing ourselves. Like we're so. Keynote to you: if he's giving you some things, don't you sit on it in 2024. It's time to let that thing manifest and open up that pot. Like they said on Princess and the Frog, open up the window. Shut it on in. That was one of my favorite movies. I really did like Princess and the Frog. But really, 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 go after it. Stop getting discouraged on thinking like, well, because they doing it and I know them, I don't want to take from their table. You're not going to take from their table. How you do it is how you do it. And I'm not saying to go set up a table right next to them. Go do what you got to do where you got to do it, and find you who you find it in, because everybody has gifts and talents. And if we as a Black culture would start to push the agenda more and support our Black people in what they're doing, my, oh my. All right, that's all I had to say for that. So just look for it. Just look for it. And I got a name. Somebody's been helping me. I've been working on that. Like this whole YouTube thing, y'all, I've been doing it for what I think 3 years now. And I've just been finding my way. And so we're about to make it happen. We're about to make it happen. About to really make it happen 2024. We're about to make it happen. So y'all, last but not least, I don't even know why you looking like that. Diddy, like you just shocked that I pulled you. Excuse me. That's why I don't like drinking when I be on here. Because I be burping. And I know y'all be hearing it. But I'm getting ready to play this. I'm getting ready to play this audio. Okay, and the reason why I'm gonna play the audio is because it's not coming from my mouth. Okay, this is alleged. And what I'm gonna say is alleged, but whatever I hear on this recording is what y'all hearing. Is just it's on TikTok. Okay, you can go find the video. Now, what has been put out allegedly is that Cassie is working with some people, and her husband too. That's who I really think it is, y'all. I really think it's Cassie's husband. Because we also don't know, he was her trainer for years while she was messing with him. And now they married with some kids. So, is it the trainer? Anywho, allegedly, we now have a burner phone, 30-something videos, and a USB. All Kim Porter's, allegedly. That is now out there. And also, from what I heard, allegedly, I don't know if it's true. Go check the facts. Tell me. I don't know. You know, you can't believe everything you hear and read. But allegedly, I'm just saying that's what they said. That's what they said. I don't know if it's true. But I'm gonna play this recording. And it's not my word.
This is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone.
Oh, not a burner.
There's also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
That's here. Yo, bro, Cassie has turned over substantial amounts of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with Blank, I have to protect this person. They're going through a lot right now. And her lawyers, she finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contain footage of Ed's parties and other private gatherings that feature some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone and USBs that belong to Kim Porter with incriminating evidence against Diddy. I'm told that there are a slew of artists, politicians, and entertainers that are about to be exposed. For H10.
Artists, politicians.
Okay? H10. I'm told that Cassie's husband played a significant role in getting Cassie to turn over the evidence.
I told y'all.
It's my understanding that Cassie felt that by exposing the truth, it would also make her look like a filthy Moor. And I'm paraphrasing there because some of the videos she turned in, it shows her getting number one on number one. Okay, guys, paraphrasing again.
Not golden showers.
That she was forced to do. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes have slept with multiple at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an when he was just years old. It's been said that
not a PB
performed sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys. You can actually put two and two together to understand what I'm trying to say. It's been said that the man's family were members of the Potter's house, but left the church in 2015. According to multiple church insiders, the parents were paid off to keep quiet. The guy's a grown man now and is seeking his own justice. It's been said that the young man doesn't even deal with his parents even to this day because they took hush money. According to Pastor,
they took hush money.
His pastor, Bishop Jakes, is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
Oh!
Don't look good for nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Hollywood is being turned upside down. Jeffrey Epstein's list is going to come out. If this is actually true, this list is going to come out, and we already know TD Jakes is caught up with the other shit.
Allegedly. That was all allegedly. Not from my mouth, from somebody else's, allegedly. Here's what I'm going to say, y'all, and I'm done, because y'all know I said I'm going to keep up with this P. Diddy thing, so it ain't too much to talk about. I'm not going to put my mouth on TD Jakes and that situation. Do I know churches? Absolutely. I was brought up in church all my life. I'm a product of a Black church. And I think what we realize is that Black church was a systematic thing growing up. I think it's just safe to say it was a mild version of slavery. I mean, it's hard to hear and to know that, but it was learned behavior. Let me call it that. It was learned behavior. So have I seen things? Have I been a part of things? I'm married now. So when you got all these things coming out and we see that Bishop Jakes is very good friends with P. Diddy, but that doesn't mean anything. We cannot say nothing. I believe in my Bible to what applies to my life. And it's just you don't certain things. So we know that Diddy is going down. This if these things are true about this tape and this burner phone and this USB, now mind y'all, if y'all watch my psychic that I told y'all about before, she predicted all of this stuff and said all of this, and she has been on the nail with this. Like, she has hit spot on, besides like landing the date a day off of when all of this was gonna happen. So I just hate now that we're getting ready to see a lot of people that we were so influenced by and we thought so highly of. But we have to remember that they are human too, no matter who they are. Money is power. Power is money. And when you don't have God in the forefront all the time, you will fall for some traps and you will fall into some things because money talks. We all want to live a certain way in this life. We all do. Because who's really been to see the roads, the streets that are paved in gold? We know that because of faith. But if we can have some gold on this side, we're going to want that gold. We're going to want to walk around in it in the most fashionable garments. Because you get 1 million people calling your names that could take you to another place. So all I got to say is that hold on to your seats. Because this ride just got a whole lot more interesting. Let's take some comments. Yeah. Churches be the worst. Yeah. If you don't go to church to get what you need, and that's the word, and that's also to make sure you take that word and study it to show yourself approved, so you know the word for yourself and don't let nobody just be telling you anything, and you don't go for the good singing, and you don't go for the positive fellowship, then you're going for the wrong things. If you're going to condemn, judge, talk about, be messy, sleep with, it's a list. Rob. Don't you go to the church house. But a lot of the Black church has been a systematic thing. So we're healing from that. We're trying to move on from that. We're trying to be in a new, and that's why, sorry to say, but that's why a lot of us as African Americans, we say, oh, I don't go to an African American church anymore. I go to worship with the Caucasians because they know how to worship. We get in there, they sing, they preach, we go home. That's what they say. They be like, going to a church, we're going to be in there from 11 to 3, and then we got a church dinner afterwards, then we got noon service and evening service. It was just a systematic thing. So we're trying to unlearn some things. But in that process, I'm afraid of what's coming out. I'm afraid of what's going to come out. Listen, Hollywood is about to get a rude awakening. It's about to get a rude awakening. The Hollywood that we know, that we all grew up on in, if you anywhere in my age, if you in the 90s, if you in the 80s, if you in the 70s, I really wouldn't even say the 2000s because, well, maybe 2000 to 2010. I'm going to give them that Hollywood. That, if you anywhere underneath that, the Hollywood that you know, the actors, the actresses, the singers, the dancers, the philanthropists, the entrepreneurs, the talk show hosts, all the people that we grew up on, if they didn't do this the right way, it's about to flip and it's coming out. That Espen, what is that guy's name? I said right, as we talked about him earlier. He got a list that he getting ready to drop out. And I know the Kardashians was on that list. So yes, Hollywood is about to get a rude awakening. And some people say it's about time. I also feel them people playing the cards now on our people, even though they taught them. Woo! Oh, child, it's been real messy lately. I don't know what and who to believe. Yeah. It just, and so that's why we got to just let this thing unfold. Yes. And why don't you think we see Jim Carrey at? Anymore. Taking this comment says Jim Carrey was even trying to get out of Hollywood. And he's speaking about people. We got to do something. So we're gonna keep in, and we're gonna keep on following you, Diddy. I don't know what you got going on. But, sir, may the force be with you. May the force be with you. All right, y'all. That was a great show tonight. We're done. I have nothing else to talk about. I just do want to say this. Last week, I didn't get to say a little spiel I wanted to say here. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to say what I want to say. I'm not racist. Okay, and I know y'all probably like, where is this about to go? Yeah, I'm not a racist person. Okay, I do want that to be known. What I speak on is what I grew up in. I cannot appease, any other race besides just being who I am. My life stories, what I've gone through, that's because of the culture of the Black community that I was brought up in. And so y'all like, oh, okay, what are you talking about? Because there were some things that were said that I get on my platform here and I do some bashing towards certain ethnicities. Did I say that word right? So I'm here to set the record straight. I love everybody. Okay? I am who I am, which is a gay Black man. Okay? I can't speak on anything other than what I know and what I was brought up in, and then what I see. And then even with what I see, that's my opinion, and you can't really take that from me. So I say all that to say, because as I get ready to build this platform bigger and bigger and bigger, as I do what I do, I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to reach a certain audience. I love who I love. I love everybody. And I'm doing this for anybody who loves me and the entertainment that I give and what I do. And if you purple, I'm going to talk about you. If you're brown, I'm going to talk about you. If you're clear, I'm going to talk about you. If you're yellow, I'm going to talk about it. If it has a conversation attached to it, you best believe that K is going to get into it. And so I just want that to be known, because I will never, ever again address this or bring this up in any kind of manner, because I've said it now and this will be here forever. And if I got to go find this clip and replay it again ever in life, I will be able to do that. But I love wins all. Love covers all. Love is what we need to push and to make this world a better place. But we all got our own agenda of how we say we love. But there's only one true, real way to love. And so me on this platform is to do the gift that God calls me to do. I'm never here to, it's entertaining. Okay. So yes, there is some levels of entertainment to this that comes with this. But that entertainment is not scripted. It's not acted out before I get on here with y'all. It's pure. What you see is what you get. It's who I am. And so my granny can tell y'all I've been an actor all my life. Lights, camera, action, put me on the stage. But not even just that. It's just because that's what comes out of me. And so I just wanted to put that narrative out there as we get ready to wrap this year up and put a beautiful bow on it. Have a happy holidays. Celebrate it with your family and loved ones that want to love on you. Okay, not suck from you, but love on you and pour into you as you pour into them. So cultivate that season for this holiday season. Make sure you call somebody. Call your grandparents. Tell them you love them. They may not be able to get out the house and be out and be festive like us young folks. But grandparents always check on us too, because we need your love and support as well. Okay? Do all that you can do in this next few days to get your mindset ready for what's coming 2024. I want you to say in the comments right now before we get out of here, 2024, I want more. So let's fill up the screen with that right now as we get ready to go out of here. 2024, I want more. That's a declaration that we get ready to make. And best believe that with the more comes more of you. So if you ain't ready to give more of you, don't you dare put in that comment you want more. Because if you want more, you got to give more of you. Okay? This has been an amazing show. I really, truly, there it is. We filling it up. Come on. Yes, I need y'all to do what you got to do, because in 2024, we've got to have more. It's destined for us. This is not where God wants you to be, okay? He has something greater in store for you. So I love you all. Happy holidays to all of you all. We will be back next week for our last show of the year. And we're going to wrap up the year. I might bring in some special guests to do some pop-ins and talk about some highlights throughout the year. But I want to talk about music of the year. I want to talk about the artist of the year. And don't think I'm going to just be biased and say this is the artist of the year, even though it is. Okay? Good night, y'all. It's been great. We out. 2024 coming soon.